300,000 people in West Virginia are being told to stay away from their tap water.
Within hours, 9 counties were included in the advisory. EMS centers were flooded with calls.
Right now, West Virginia Governor Earl Ray Tomblin has declared a state of emergency.
The leak happened just about a mile north of the state's largest water treatment plant. The material, a foaming agent used to clean coal, began leaking from a 48,000-gallon storage tank at Freedom Industries.
Local tap water not safe for drinking, cooking, bathing, or even washing dishes. The question, when will this problem be fixed?
Crowds filled stores in West Virginia Thursday night, stocking up on everything from water to ice. Demand for the items so high, shelves were wiped clean.
And as folks here wait for word that their water is safe again, surrounding counties are opening fire hydrants to help out their neighbors.
Overnight, FEMA trucks bringing more than 1 million liters of clean water for people to drink, bathe, cook, and clean.
We don't know that the water's not safe, but I can't say it is safe.
This woman had taken a bath in the contaminated water and now claims this rash on her leg is a direct result.
What's the truth about what's in the water?
We hope that the company behind us, West Virginia American Water, can come up with a solution to this and come up with a solution soon.
No one in Kanawha County or virtually anywhere in West Virginia was ready for something like that to happen.
Rivers are a huge component of the West Virginia landscape.
This was a colossal failure on all levels for everyone involved.
But what we saw from that chemical spill is that when we don't have water, it creates a serious situation, and not one that's just, environmentalists care about it. Everybody cares about it. Citizens care about it. Businesses care about it. It's wildly important to us, and we see it when we realize it when it's gone.
On Twitter during the water crisis, it truly was the 7 stages of grief, because no one knew how to react. And your gut check when the systems that you rely on every day fail is panic, because you have to take care of that basic need first. And I think that with the advent of everyone having a voice to express anything that they want at any time, you get a lot of misinformation with that panic.
Now, what was surprising to me, and I think surprising to a lot of people, was how susceptible that water source was. So the spill occurs on the Elk River. The Elk River is a water source for that area because it's so clean. Right? And it is surrounded by a lot of dirty water. I mean, the cost of treating the Kanawha River for drinking water is exorbitant. I mean, it's so dirty you can't afford to. But the Elk River is a very clean river, one of the cleanest in the East, actually. And so you see how dependent then we have become as a state on our few really clean, productive water sources like the Elk River. And as we lose rivers and their value of drinking water and become dependent on very few, then we become very susceptible to something that would seem like to be a localized event. And instead, that localized event, it touched a third of the state, the residents.
But if something like this would have happened in New York City, the entire world would have been paying attention to it. And they would have been hungry for every detail. Granted, part of that's a matter of scale and population and how many people were affected, but it's still a third of 1 million people. 300,000 is a gigantic number.
The chemical leak into the water system in Charleston was an embarrassment for the entire state that we will feel for years and years to come. We talk so much in West Virginia about wanting to attract outside people to come in and locate here. And a fundamental aspect of that is being able to say that our critical systems are modern and reliable. And what that event has done in a very public manner is said to the rest of the world, no, West Virginia does not have a reliable water system.
Water is extremely valuable, and we just often take it for granted because we have so much of it. If you go out west, they have droughts on a regular enough basis that they understand the value of their water.
It was clear almost immediately that no one was prepared for something like that to happen.
West Virginia is really blessed with an abundant water supply. And unfortunately, we are not blessed at this time with the infrastructure to carry that water supply to the places that it needs to go. Unfortunately, in the wake of the Freedom Industries chemical spill into the Kanawha, we've had more posturing and jockeying politically than any real discussions of action. And I think that the number one takeaway that anyone who has any ability to influence this should be that West Virginia's water infrastructure is in critical need of upgrade.
You have to be protective of that water because so much of our state, so much of our businesses, our economy depends on it. It is not just people who care about the environment. They care about the environment because of its value to the people that live here.